All right, Kevin. This is actually fucking really good. Really, really good. Okay. What I'm going to do is there's a couple of things that you just need to make sure of when you're pressing the bar overhead. Okay. Number one, the feet. The feet need to be planted on the floor. I would actually recommend that you get flatter sole shoes and get out of the running shoes, especially because you're focusing more on lifting. Your balance for your power in your lower back and your core need to come from a very flat surface. So I would invest in a pair of flat sole shoes. Like Converse is a great start. Then I wear Vivo barefoots, but keep the running runners for running. But when you're lifting, flat sole shoes. Okay. Now the next thing, as you're pressing that bar overhead, let me just extend this up. So you see the way there's quite an arch in your back. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. But if you don't protect your lower back, it's going to get sore over time. So as you press the bar, you need to make sure your abs are engaged. Okay, so you see the line here on your hips. What we need to do is bring those lines more neutral. So the front of the lines need to come down. So that means you're tucking your hips up in front, more this direction. Tuck your hips in underneath. Okay, so let me clear this out for a second. So in this bottom position, okay, bang, pause it here. So in this bottom position, number one, feet are flat to the floor. Number two, brace your abs. So go from abs or the core tilted like this, see the way it's tilted back, to flat. Okay, that's what I want your hips. So your hips are going to roll up underneath, your abs are going to tighten down. Whoopsie daisy, didn't mean to do that. The abs are going to tighten down, and in doing so, my arrow straight. And in doing so, you're going to create way more power in the drive up in the bar. So when you press that bar up, the abs stay tight all the time. Your lower back remains protected, and you're going to be able to create more power into the bar overhead. Now, the last thing I will say here, and it's only a small thing, when the bar comes down into this position, see where your elbows are. Your elbows should be slightly more out in front of the bar, in a better rack position. It's a mobility thing. It takes time to improve it, but you will get there. And the last thing we'll pick on, and again, it's a small thing. Okay, whoopsie, pause, get back up to the top. Okay, so you can see the angle of the arms. If I need a line. The angle of the arms. The angle of the body. Ideally, we want one straight line. Okay? So what you will do at the top of the movement is reach. I want you to reach up. I want you to squeeze these shoulders up to the ears as much as possible, which will allow you to get this bar into a much straighter position with your body. Again, it's going to be, your goal is to improve the mobility of your, I'm trying to get an arrow here, of your upper back. This is going to be one of the ways you're going to do it. By stretching right up with the bar and the arms, you're going to start freeing out all of that tissue in the upper back. And then when you do, your posture will improve. Okay? Simple little fixes. You move really well, but they're going to have massive benefit down the road. I hope that helps.